Yeah, what's up, guys, and welcome to our live Sheffield United versus Chelsea review show. Today, we're gonna talk about how good our performance against Sheffield were today, and we're gonna like rate the players, and we'll do a fun man of the match decision between the fans. Who you guys think was the man of the match in today's performance against Sheffield? Honestly, in my opinion, not a bad start today. I think the setup from the manager was meant to match what he would expect from Sheffield, considering the way they played against United and the other teams that they have beat coming up to this game. I think he messed around with the formation today. I'm not gonna like go at Tuchel for it because I think he just did it to try to give his team a little more width against Sheffield, who tend to defend very well. But apart from that, I think that the team played very well. A few little things could have been better today, but in all fairness, I am quite okay with the team's performance today. So no problem with the overall team performance. I think some of the players could have been a little bit better, but in all fairness, very very good performance from the team. But apart from that, the team selection today, I think Tuchel. Yes, Burke. Welcome. Yo, when you come in, you can write where you want your name, you can put Tony Chelsea,
Yeah.
You kind of sound low still.
Hello?
Or am I thing? Hold on. Yeah. So what's your thoughts on today's game before we go into the team rating and things like that?
Well, honestly, the first half was a disaster. Yeah, I never liked the first half. I think resting players at this um stage of the season, I don't see where we should rest players where we don't have a big match coming up next. So I think you should start with the rise of the players. Then, if you see where players get tired or such like that, you put in a few more players. You know what I'm saying? But the first half, I wasn't a fan of it. It's like it was very flat. It's like we were trying to build something which wasn't working. The second half came out better, and but the overall performance, I would say a 7 out of 10 because we have played better since Tuchel came in. So we just have to grateful for the 3 points. That's what really matters.
Yeah, like for real. All the 3 points is all that matter. I mean, it wasn't one of our best performance, but it at least we got over the line to make sure we got all 3 points to continue our reinsurgence for the top four. And
Exactly.
so what do you think about the goal that we conceded?
Honestly, Rudiger lost his mind, if I should say, because yeah, you was the last defender, right? And a ball like that come to you. The first thing you should think of is clear the ball because you know where, as a centre back, you need to know where exactly you are, right? And you turn, and I know you have two eye, it's open, and you see the keeper coming. So he get caught in a two mind. He still touched the ball because he was under pressure, and that was the own goal. But I'm blaming Rudiger for that one because it's obvious he didn't know where he was, which he should have known. So all I would do is just clear the ball.
Yeah, well, it I understand, but in my looking at it, I blame Rudiger. I'm not going to blame the goalkeeper at all.
No, no, no.
But I think it's a miscommunication between him also,
Exactly.
because I think as me coming from a goalkeeper, he made his move without the centre back even knowing what would happen. There was no communication.
That's what I was saying.
But for Rudiger, as a defender and someone who has been playing for quite some time, his first reaction to that was, in my opinion, was to clear the ball. Just clear it. You
That's
get,
why I said
there
I'm
was
not
no,
gonna cut
you
you.
didn't hear
But
your goalkeeper, and you don't know where he is. So you should just clear the ball as a, like just to just being precautious, just clear.
right.
But instead, he passed it back, and this is something I've been seeing with Mendy, for the past few. Mendy is
Yeah.
very quick to leave his line. So
But if you should ask me, I
yeah,
personally think that when Rudiger let that ball run, I wanna say maybe he said keeper, right? The keeper
yeah,
maybe took too long, and then when like he didn't have a glimpse of the keeper, he tried to play it back to the keeper. Because that's what I said. To me, he get caught in a two-man situation. When he pass the ball around the keeper. So, but Rudiger is to be blamed. He's more experienced and he have more knowledge of where he is. So, I think you should just boot that ball away and regroup and come again.
yeah. Well, I have to agree with you on that. We have to stick the blame on Rudiger there. But I mean, looking at it from a fan perspective, do you see Chelsea breaking into that top four with Thomas Tuchel?
Easy, easy,
You see Chelsea breaking in that top four.
easy, easy. Because if you should ask me, right?
Yeah,
If you look on the top five, right? We have Man City, we have Manchester United, we have Leicester City. We
yeah.
have um Manchester United, Man City, Leicester City, we
Liverpool,
have Liverpool, and we
then
have
Chelsea,
Chelsea, then
West
West.
Ham.
If
Yeah,
you should ask me, as I always say this, Leicester is gonna be there for a while, then he just give up the spot to Chelsea. So it's no doubt we're gonna be in the top four. Liverpool look very far off, so if they should continue the next 2 to 3 games like this, I don't see them winning the next match. I think most maybe they might get is a point, I should say. So if Chelsea just need to get the necessary 3 points, don't watch who is in front, just do what they got to do. But we are in the top four, no doubt, and it might sound crazy, but if we should get a nice run streak, trust me, City ain't gonna have it easy. And I'm gonna say this: it
yeah,
has been nine. It has been nine different clubs have been the top of the Premier League from the start of the season.
yeah,
City is there with a small gap, but we all know once this league is getting to where all teams need a point or a 3 point, it's not gonna look this easy like how City is looking now. So Chelsea top four, maybe third or second, but we're gonna get there, no doubt.
yeah. Well, based upon the performance of Chelsea today, I mean, it was not one of our best performance, I should say. I think
Exactly.
it had something to do with the manager experimenting with the formation and with the players,
Right,
because we saw him went back with the 3-4-3, where he actually changed from the two attacking midfielders behind the striker to two wingers instead.
right,
I understand why he did it, because I think he was trying to give the team more width against Sheffield, who were going to play with a more like tight defense and team width for themselves as well. So he
right.
just played wingers so he could pull away the wing backs of Sheffield. to get more space for our attackers to play through. So I mean I understand where it's coming from, but at the end of the day, still it did work. So there's not really we can't really like say that the manager messed up a bit because he's still new and
Right.
he's trying stuff, and that's where I think he's just trying stuff for now. For next season he'll know where he wants to be, the formation he wants to use, the players that he wants to use, and the system he's building. So I have no problem whatsoever with Tuchel experimenting as long as it gets us the results. Then I am happy with whatever the manager chooses to do.
Exactly.
So from there, well, now what I would like to ask you now is that based on the 11 players, well, we made substitution of course, but who is your man of the match?
Today,
Yeah, who's your man of the match?
well, honestly, I would say I don't want to be biased, but I like how Kovacic played. I would give Kovacic my man of the match. I know it might sound weird, but I love how Kovacic played, and he played very well.
Well, well, I know nothing wrong with that. I mean, Kovacic did play well. But I mean, you know I'm a fan of Kovacic as well.
Right,
I think Mason Mount, I mean, it did just enough, in my opinion, just enough to
right,
get the man of the match because he scored a goal, and trust me, the way he pressed Sheffield today up front. It
right,
was I was very very happy. I mean, at the start of the game, his touches weren't the best, but after he scored that goal, his confidence lifted, and he started to play way better than how he started the game. So
right,
for me, it would have to be Mason Mount. Just judged on the fact that he didn't have a bad performance, and he scored a goal, and but I can't deny that Kovacic was not active at all. I think he was our best. This if Mason Mount didn't get that goal today, I would definitely hand the man of the
yeah,
match performance to Kovacic because he stood out in that midfield today, like brilliant. Even Jorginho played well, but
right,
Kovacic was everywhere, man. And
yeah.
I wanted to ask this question because I know you support France internationally, but where do you see N'Golo Kante in this
That's
championship?
a good question, and I'm gonna be very very honest because we all know what Kante is capable of, and honestly, with the performance of Kovacic and Jorginho, honestly, I don't see Kante playing based on how this team is playing now. If we should take out Jorginho and put in Kante, the midfield will be more flat, right? If we take out Kovacic and put in Kante, it will be even worse. So as we speak, we're just gonna work with this Kovacic and Jorginho until we have an issue where we have to put Kante in. But for now, the coach is using Kante as how I would use him in this team. But Kante is Kante, and we're using Kovacic and Jorginho, and they're doing very well. We're not gonna use a player because he's Kante and we know what he can do. We don't. We have a balance and it's working. So why would we change it?
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there, man. I think you covered it well. As as I'm looking at, as much as how I love N'Golo Kante, the way we are playing with Georgina and Kovacic, it's very very difficult for him to get in the team. If I'm being like
Exactly.
100% honest, as I mean, the team is playing very different, differently, very very differently from the days we played with Sari and the days we played with Antonio Conte. This team that Tuchel is trying to make is asking all the players to defend with each other and attack with each other.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's the way that we see in Pep and Klopp has been playing for the past maybe 2 or 3 seasons, where Liverpool's fullbacks and Manchester City fullbacks, they go forward with the midfield and the attackers. So,
Right.
and when they lose the ball, everyone defends together. So as much as we love Conte, we know how good he can defend. With the way we set up to play this game, this
Right.
this is with the whole team pressing and helping to win the ball back. I don't
Exactly.
think we need him at this stage.
Right.
You understand me? But
Right.
I would still put Conte in that midfield. Even I would replace Jorginho or Kovacic with him. I mean,
Honestly, if I would have to replace, I would replace Georgie.
yeah, I would definitely replace Jorginho as
Because
well.
if we're gonna be honest, we haven't met a team yet where we haven't met a team like Man City who is gonna hold the ball more longer than us. Right?
Yeah.
And this is where we're gonna have problems because we all know Georgina without the ball, it's gonna be hard. So tactically now, in games where we're gonna have like teams like Man City who's gonna hold the ball very long and is gonna have that killer instinct at the third end of it, then now we can say, all right, we're gonna do a gamble and pull Georgina because Georgina without the ball is very poor. We all know that.
Mhm.
And once Kovacic make a run, Georgina is gonna be there. And with Georgina protecting that defense, it's like 3-1, if I should say. So it's not the truth.
Yeah.
Without the ball, he's very poor, but he's doing very well. And as I'm saying, we are holding the ball long enough, so it's like we are not under severe pressure without the ball. And as we lose the ball, we try to retain it. So we are not ever I would say in this Chelsea team, not every era of this formation have been tested as yet. Chilwell, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Chilwell is still in that feeling because his coach has gone. But Chilwell is not the Chilwell um couple weeks ago. And I think in this formation the best person to use is Alonso and he's doing well. So I know he's trying to have a balance, but just keep the balance and don't force to make a change if we don't need to.
Yo, with the Chilwell situation now, Chilwell, I think is still. I mean, even when Lampard was there, he dropped form,
Yeah,
and I don't know what was the cause of that. I think it's just the whole situation that was going on in the club with the players and the manager not bonding together well in this season. Frank Lampard, but I think Chilwell, as time goes by, if he works hard enough, I think he'll be back to his best. And I would prefer Chilwell because he defends better. But I think, as you said, Alonso is the best
it's
wing.
work. It's
Is the,
working. Right,
yeah, he's the best left wing back in the world.
right,
This is his position
right.
where he knows he has to defend, but not as much as he would have to in a back four, because he has the hell of a centre back, a left centre back on that side of the pitch to help him in case he was to go forward and can't make it back. So,
Exactly.
but as a wing back, a left wing back, George, I mean, Alonso is the best, and as you say, it's working. So we don't need to change him. We don't need to change him out at all.
Right.
Um, Hannes FC, Tony, outstanding performance. Hey, I wouldn't say outstanding, not for this game. I think the games before this,
I
but
would
not.
rate him. I would rate him as a maybe 6.5, but it wasn't that outstanding.
Yeah, today was not one of his best games since
Right,
Tuchel has arrived. I think
right,
he's a bit nervous because he's used to Thiago Silva telling him where to be and how to help him. The assistant defending, I would put it. So there was
right,
no Thiago, so he had to go off his own intuition today. But it's not the worst game, not the best, but it's not the best Rudiger we have seen, even for the past 5 or 4 games that he has played. So I'm
right.
going to really give him a lot of stick because I think he still came back and played well even after he made that mistake. He still made some very
Yeah,
crucial defensive blocks and things like that. So I'm not gonna. Oh, so this is a very good finish by Rudiger. Oh, sample. But so we're gonna quickly do the team rating now. We're gonna start from up front. We're gonna start with Timo Werner. What out of 10? What's your rating you give Timo?
honestly, I would give him a 6.
All right, you say 6.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes, I'm gonna give you a reason why I give him 6. I
yeah, give
don't
me
know,
two.
but um, it's clear that when Timo gets the ball, he wants to move with the ball, right? And remember, we are in England now. We're not in Germany. And the thing is, some of his passes are too basic and it's too easy to read. So if he gets 10 balls, he's giving away like 3 or 4 of them, if I should say. The runs that he needs, he's not getting the runs. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna give him a 6, but he's working, he's looking better, and he was lucky the keeper fouled him because honestly I think he should finish off that football because as what I said earlier, he likes to move with the ball and a natural striker would just take that ball and finish nice and easy. But he just want to run to goal.
Well, I mean, 6. I would give him a 6.5 still, but because even though my guy says give him 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, but I think he deserves a 6.5. I don't want to be biased and say 7, but 6.5 is more because his team, his work rate today was excellent. He kept running at that Sheffield defense and he assisted the Mason Mount goal. So
Yeah.
I would give him a 6.5. So moving on to Olivier Giroud.
Jero, I would give Jero. Jero wasn't Jero today, so I would give him Jero a 5.5. Jero wasn't Jero today.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll settle for a 5.5 too. Maybe you can give him lower. We can be biased, you know. Because
Right.
as much as
Exactly.
I love him, as we say, today was not. I mean, he held up the ball well. He pressed the defense as much as he could. So I'm not gonna go against that. I think 5.5 would be okay to give Giroud for today's performance.
Right.
Um, Mason Mount.
Mason Mount, I would give Mason a 7.
You give Mason Mount a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I would say, um, I would say 7.5, but I wouldn't disagree with 7. We can keep 7.
Right.
He got an assist and gave us a pen. He was key for us, to win today. Yeah, that's why I say I think Werner, yeah, man, Werner was very good today if you're talking about him. But as what Burke said, the penalty he won, we know he won the penalty, which we're happy, but we would have loved to see him done what he would have done in Germany, round the keeper and finish.
Because to be honest, to be honest,
Yeah,
if you should look back on that penalty, I'm not gonna say it's not a penalty, but
yeah,
Werner actually ran into that keeper.
yeah,
The keeper never, I would say, deliberately foul him. So you say, okay, yes, he did well. He actually ran into the keeper. And once that keeper touch him, he's gonna drop. But I think he could do way better. Knowing the team around, he could have done better.
yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing about Werner. He just ran into the keeper, and I think he's not that very flary of a player. like the Salah or so our Hazard who would have maybe looked more comfortable going around the goalkeeper. And because he's also lacking in confidence, I think that also made it harder for him to make his mind up to
Because if you kind of watch back the replay,
yeah.
if even he got around that keeper, the
I
defender would
don't think
have the ball.
yeah, the defender would have got the ball. Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
so
I, I, I was gonna say that. I was looking at it. I
yeah,
was like, Werner, why
so
all he should have is cut across the goalkeeper to his left.
exactly.
He didn't
Hold
need
the
to
ball
go around
and
him.
move around the goalkeeper.
Yeah, just come inside because the
Right,
goalkeeper is already in no man's land. You understand me?
right.
But I mean, yeah, with Mason Mount, just a 7. I will give Mason a 7.5 still because he scored a goal and he was brilliant today in midfield, helping out Kovacic and Jorginho in the midfield, dropping off the help pressing the press.
Right.
Moving to our left wing back, Chilwell.
Oh man. Chilwell. Chilwell. I don't want to be harsh. Chilwell is a very intelligent player, but I would give Chilwell 5. I'm gonna give him 5. You know?
Yeah.
5. 5 for Chilwell.
Yeah, I agree with you because if we really look into today's game, he was not active in the game at all. He
Right,
was he
exactly.
was like he wasn't there.
Exactly.
So I mean 5, we will settle for 5. I won't dispute that one. Jorginho,
Georgina is a 7.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that one too. Very, very good game today from Jorginho. Only one mistake, which I thought if he was lucky, could have been a foul, but the referee said no. But
Right.
he played very well, and I have no problem whatsoever with Jorginho today. Outstanding performance again. And Kovacic,
7.5, man.
7.5 for the Croatian.
Yeah.
I won't dispute that either.
Honestly, that creation, if you watch that guy with the ball and without the ball, that's what I want to see in Chelsea. And that's why I say to you, it's very hard to I was doing a discussion earlier with one of my Chelsea fans, and it was like they need to get Kovacic out of Chelsea, and I'm saying I don't
What?
know if he's watching soccer, if he's watching Super Bowl, because presently as we speaking, if Kovacic should get injured or something, this midfield, I think the coach maybe is gonna have to rearrange his formation because from this from Tuchel took over till now, I'm not gonna say he's the best player, but I would give him the second best player in the team. Otherwise, from Mason Mount, because with and without the ball, he's been very brilliant, and he's not a goal scoring midfielder, but trust me, when he moves with the ball, when he passes the ball, how he defends without the ball, trust me, world class.
Yeah.
So it's 7.5 for me.
No, for real, you put it right. Kovacic, a lot of Chelsea fans need to understand that Kovacic is not in the team to score goals.
Right.
You understand me? He's just a high work rate. Um, he's a high work rate midfielder, and he's just there to help win the ball, distribute it, and things like that. So a lot of people are putting a lot of pressure on Kovacic, but I think he's brilliant, man, and he's one of the best midfielders Chelsea have apart from Mason Mount, as you said. So I can't put it no more than how you say it, man. A very good performance from Kovacic. So and what about Reece James?
Reece James, I would give Reece James a 6.5.
Yeah, well, no, I won't dispute that because I think he had a very good game. Not the best game, but
The wing backs today, they weren't so much into the game.
yeah,
So I have to rate them based on what I've seen. Not a lot of persons gonna say I'm being harsh, but I'm not being harsh, I'm just rating all these players on my point of view because I watched all of the game. The first half was very terrible. So I can't
yeah,
use just the second half and give say, oh, 8, 9, 10, if you should say. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. No, you're
Yeah.
right. Of course, of course. And
Yeah,
as you said, watching the game today, the wing backs, even when Marcus Alonso came on today,
exactly.
the wing backs were not really into the game at all. And I think it's because of the formation, the way our Tuchel set up today was the 3-4-3, where instead of we had Marcus Alonso, or Chilwell picking up and looking like that left wing player, we had Werner who was already picking up that position, forcing the wing backs to stay a bit back instead of
Exactly.
in that high position. Likewise on the right side, Mason Mount was more over there, and it forced Reece James to drop a little bit to allow Mason Mount to have that space as a right winger. So I think that is just the formation, and I don't think Tuchel will play this formation again
No,
in the
no, no, no. Honestly, it's working. So he's just trying to do his best. But in the near, I would say maybe even before the season, he's gonna change it. Trust me. He's gonna change it.
he just experimenting at the moment, and
Right.
he just doesn't want us to concede a lot of goals. So he's trying to put that moral in the team to be a strong defensive team. So going to a back three to give the team more defensive help. So I think
Right.
going forward, when he gets to know the players more, he'll definitely change the formation back to using the players that we have. So no dispute with giving Reece James a 6.5. Before moving to the defense and the goalkeeper, Fitzvon said, could we beat Liverpool? What's your thoughts on that one?
Could we beat Liverpool? That's a very tricky question, and on my point of view, we could beat Liverpool, but it wouldn't be easy because we know what Liverpool can do, and the games that Liverpool have lost, it wasn't easy, and as I said, we haven't get a real test, so I don't want to say yes because we are getting a couple 3 points, but would give Liverpool a real fight, and maybe we playing even Liverpool tomorrow. The most maybe Liverpool could get is a draw. But I want to say yes, convincingly we could beat Liverpool, but we are getting there.
Yeah, my guy Esme say Christensen was actually quite good today. We're just doing some player rating, so we'll just start with Christensen, and we can, before we even give him a rating, you can give me your thoughts on Christensen today. How good was he? Did you like his performance? Just tell me what you
Yeah,
think about Christensen.
Christensen, I would give him a 7. He was doing what he needs to do, quiet as usual, but he was doing his job. Honestly, I
Yeah,
didn't have any problem with him today. It's just that the aerial duels sometimes I don't know why, but it's like when Thiago Silva is not playing, these guys tend to drop asleep when the aerial duels start to come in. And I don't know. We have a defensive coach which is Barry, and
yeah,
I'm seeing where that problem starts to occur again because if you should ask me, in Tottenham games, Tottenham started to put some ball in the box, and we weren't defending them like when we just got that defensive coach. But Christensen is a 7 for me.
Christensen 7.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Rudiger.
Rudiger is a 6.5. I'm
Rudiger
not
six
being
and a half.
harsh with a 6.5 because um I'm sharing the same views like the commentator was for the game today on this side that I was watching. In the last half, Perez is saying, "Oh, Rudiger may make two very good blocks, but if you look on the two blocks, the two ball kicked right at him. He didn't even have to move. You know what I'm saying? And I don't
Mhm.
want people to think, oh yeah." Rudiger did extremely well to block those ball. He did nothing than stand up at the ball half time 2 consecutive times. He made a good head out in about, I think it was about 87 minutes or so, yes. But this is not the Rudiger I know, and it's clear that Thiago Silva with Rudiger will get a better Rudiger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wouldn't dispute that. I think 6.5, 6 would be okay for Rudiger
Yeah.
performance. Maybe if he didn't make the own goal and the other last mistake that he made before the
Right.
game ended, he possibly would have gotten a 7 as well as Christensen
Yeah.
for a firm defense. But we have to agree that Christensen was way better than Rudiger in today's game. So
Exactly.
6.5, 6, yeah, I agree with you on that one. The captain himself, no, Cesar Aspe,
I swear.
yeah,
Honestly, I'm gonna give Aspi a 7
yeah,
because Aspi was very involved in the game today. I don't see where I should be harsh on Aspi, but as I said earlier, I'm gonna continue to repeat myself. The first half was of the game was very sloppy, so I'm gonna give Aspi a 7 based on based on overall performance. It's a 7 for me.
yeah. Yeah, I thought he was good today for real, and he dealt with the pace of the Sheffield United wingers, and honestly, Aspilicueta, long serving Chelsea player, you know how passionate we are about Cesar Aspilicueta.
Right,
We have always said this: the best position for Aspi at this time in his career is at centre back in a
right.
back three.
But we were even talking that before the coach came on. You see, it just worked exactly like how we wanted it because we want to see him play. But with the teams we're up against,
Yeah,
us playing in our back four, and we're trying to change our style of play, being very attacking and attractive. Honestly, putting Aspilicueta beside Thiago, some people would say I'm crazy, but the only thing I wouldn't. The only thing why I would put a question mark on putting that is because Aspi is not up with the speed, but Aspi can do just as good as Rudiger or Zuma beside Thiago.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, 1 point behind Liverpool. Yeah, like no, we can't disagree with that. Aspilicueta, very, very good performance today. So giving him a 7 is quite okay. What about our goalkeeper?
I would give him a 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah,
Well, no disputing that. I think he had a solid game apart from the Rudiger mistake.
yeah, and as I said, I'm not even gonna blame the keeper because we don't know what happened because we don't know if the keeper said keeper and like Rudiger was like, "Where are you?" And when he turned, we don't know what happened. But as I said, if you're not sure, kick the ball away. We'll check up a throw to the opposing team. But
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
hard for me because um Mendy did all what he was supposed to do. No mistake. If even when the ball was at his feet, he's making long range passes. He's making good short range. He was just Mendy as usual.
Yeah, very, very. Yeah, I agree with you. No problem with Mendy today. So we settle for a 7.5 there. We have, I think, what Callum Hudson-Odoi,
What's not die?
based on the second just came on for a few minutes.
I would give him. I would give him a 5.5.
5.
Yeah, 5.5.
Yeah, well, he came on and he wasn't that instrumental. He didn't show up in the game
Exactly.
coming off of the bench still in those few minutes that he had. So five and a half, yeah, we can put him for a five and a half. And also who was the next substitution?
We have
Um hold on, I just look a while ago, one name. I just look and
N'Golo. N'Golo
yeah,
can.
N'Golo Kante.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't involved in the game as much, but
Yeah.
I'll give him a 5.5 also.
Oh, well, no problem. Well, Leeds, you want join? Hold on, the Leeds. We can make a join to, hold on. See the link there, my bro. See the link there. And moving on now, the final substitution, Marcus Alonso. What do you think about Marcus Alonso? Is what would rating will you give him?
He did. The little minutes he got, he did. He showed himself, honestly. He did much better with the ball and without the ball than Chilwell. As we know, Chilwell has been very poor. I don't know why, but Alonso, I would give him a 6.
6.
Yeah, because when a player come and do better than who you take off, you have to grade him more. And I personally think that he did better than Chilwell.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, we can't. I mean, you're right there because he did show a lot more of himself in the game than Chilwell in a little
Exactly.
bit
He
that he
tried
played.
to get involved in the game.
Yeah, yeah,
Even
man.
though the wing backs weren't too much, but he tried to show himself. At one point of the game, Chilwell was just standing on the left side of the pitch. I know you're getting instructions, but when you're not, when things are not going your way, just like the striker, Timo, when the ball is taking too long to get to him, he has to drop in midfield, get a touch, and move. Chilwell is like that, but he didn't show that today, so I don't know. But Alonso did well, so I give him a more ratings than Chilwell.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I totally agree with you. So, what's your overall team performance rating?
Team performance, I would give them. Honestly, I don't wanna say I don't wanna use the worst performance because we weren't too bad. But today was one of the games that was what today was one of the game that we weren't looking for. And I would give them a 7 overall performance, a 7.
And to be honest, I'm gonna add something to that. We must give credit to Sheffield United.
Yeah, exactly.
I I did not expect them to come out at us the way that they did in the game. They pressed us, which I think Tuchel thought that they would sit back. I thought that they would sit back as well.
After defeating the Red Devils like that, they would have to come confident.
Yeah, and honestly, they did show their
Yeah,
confidence, and it's
exactly. And they defend well, trust me.
yeah. So honestly, we have to give credit to Sheffield. They made it very hard for us today, and I mean, looking at I don't want them to get relegated. I know I'm not gonna say I love them, but I like them being in the league. I think when they're in form, they give a lot of teams trouble. So I don't, if they go down, fine, but I think they're very good in the league. And
Honestly, I
yeah.
don't. It's gonna be a miracle for them not to go down this season. I don't see them staying.
You don't see them staying up.
Even Fulham, I think Fulham is going down.
Yeah, based on the point gaps, I don't think none of those teams will make it out.
Right.
looking at how the points are so far in the game. It's too much of a gap, and they
Exactly.
I see Sheffield going down as well. I think they left it too late. They're
Yeah.
they're they're waiting until
Pick up too late.
yeah
We're in the second half of the season, and
they,
it's not like they are on a run like say, all right, three straight wins. It's like they win one and you know,
they
it's
lose the
it's
other and then win again.
consistent. So I think they're gonna go down. Fulham is half, they're gonna go down to, but I can't pick the third person, the third team.
Hold on there. I'm add my general to the stream. The Fata.
Hey, what's up,
Fata.
man?
What you saying? Tell me what you say. What you saying about the game, man?
I'm still unconvinced with the win, man, and I don't want to get overly detailed about how we play, and I just think at times it can be funny to watch Chelsea at times the way we move up the ball, and I've been crying all night about playing out from the back, and we've been warned about multiple times on that game, like playing from the back. Oh, literally, nearly cost us 2 points on what happened to the lead up to the Sheffield United equalizing that though. But I just think overall tonight we wasn't at the best, but it's a vital 3 points.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, based on the fact that Tuchel has chosen to reshape the team, what your
Yeah.
thoughts on that? Did you agree with the setup for today's game?
I think again, man, today's setup game. Yeah, I just think again it's been understandable for the last couple of weeks. They like to play three at the back, but I think the setup of the player, the likes of Ben Chilwell, I think it isn't suiting him the most today, and I find that Ben Chilwell has been struggling for most of the time throughout the game.
Yeah, he's I, I mean he's not good at playing the left wing back, but a player with the ability that Chilwell has. I don't playing in a team that supports you. I don't think he should have a problem. I think he's still suffering from the Lampard effect, in my opinion.
Look, I don't want to get over detail on Ben Chilwell and that. I just think, again, like you said, maybe he's still lacking confidence for the last
Yeah,
couple of weeks. He's been, at times he's been rash. He nearly gave away a penalty earlier.
Yeah.
And when you're low on confidence, it's very hard to, recover the full form and get back to his best shape of his life. It's not that easy. But at the end of the day, man, I don't want to get criticize Ben Chilwell too much, but I just think under this new system with Tuchel and that, I think it will take time to learn implement his system. But I just think again, man, I should have started Alonso as a left wing back and Reece as well. Reece James for me, he looked kind of rash at times.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because Tuchel want to give a bit more rotational because of the fixture pile up for in the next couple of weeks, and understandable, but at the end of the day, man, what Tuchel put lined up, like at times you can be criticized, but at times it is sensible.
yeah, I agree with you. And whichever teams he choose to put out there, man, because we have the squad to do it. It should win in terms of where we have been playing for the past few weeks. Well, for the week that he has taken over. So any team he chooses to put out there, man, it should do the job with the tactics that he has brought to the club, and the players are really adapting very quickly. So I mean, I have no problem with Tuchel and the 11 that he puts out there. The other thing I would like to ask you, because we're gonna close off in a bit. Uh,
Yeah.
um, who is your man of the match, and what's your overall team performance rating?
I've got to say, Timo Werner has been, stand-up player for me the most. I think he's, for me, arguably one of man of the match this performance today, Timo Werner. And I just think today it wasn't our vintage performance, but I would give us like a 6.5 at least.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. Anything you like to add to that, Bert, before we close off?
And
No,
as well, like I just want to put a little bit comment on look about Antonio Rudiger. Yes, he did nearly cost us 2 points, but again, I'm seeing these racial abuse comments on Antonio Rudiger on social media.
yeah,
Honestly, it's just oh my days, man! It's out of control, man. Literally, like
yeah. That's a no-no, man.
Yo, that's just something in football, and even as a fan base too. I mean, looking at some of these fans, I think they're real hypocrites because if we look back on Chelsea coming up since the takeover of Roman Abramovich, we have used a lot of colored, or you know what I want, I don't want to say, but colored players. And they have helped us to win the league and win us Champions League. Even one of our greatest striker is a colored player. So
Right,
I don't understand what more do these guys need for them to change this racial thing that they keep bringing in, because yes, Rudiger almost cost us, but he's a human being and it happens
right.
to everyone. We're not perfect. Everyone's prone to some mistake in life. So I don't like that either, man. But let's see on the table now how the table looks, since we have, hold on, we have a little G on jump on the stream, Let's see what you must say quick. What you saying, Imran? What you saying? Man, a love story. You can't, you mute, man, you mute. Let me look at the EPL table. Hold on. Yeah, so at the moment we are on what, 39 points. A
Chelsea
point
did
behind.
great, but
Hold on,
Rudiger's
Imran.
own goal.
One minute, Imran.
we are on.
Yeah, you need to
You
turn
guys
on
are on
the
first
audio.
right now.
You can't, yeah, watch him mess around. You cannot listen to the audio and be in the stream, bro. You have to turn it off. Yeah. So what was I saying? We are in fifth position now, tied on 23 games across from West Ham gone up to Manchester United. So basically we're what? 6 points? Is that 6 points off Man United?
Yeah,
So that's very good. That's a very good look for the club, man. We are 6 points behind Manchester United for second place and 11 in total to City. But before I even go any further, I should ask you guys this, both you guys. Since me and Burke has been here for a while, I'm going to ask Fata, because
Yeah.
I can go back to Burke, because me and Burke has been here for a while. So I'm going to ask Fata this one. Do you think, Fata, we can get lucky to come back and fight for this title? A last
Oh, rotting. That was way too far. I did not expect that question from you at all. Right. On the title, you never know with us. But I'm not gonna get too cast. We're just gonna keep it low key, You never know with us, You never know. City might drop points against, they got game in hand against Everton, and the fact that teams behind us literally scraping and edging a win or a draw. You never know with us, man. We're just gonna keep it low key all season, man. You never know with us. You never know we're gonna be in top of the league by end of April, and then we might sneak in like a rat, like Aguero trying to steal a goal, like
Hello.
a
Chelsea did a
93rd minute
great
winning.
job today in today's game, but it wasn't the best.
Yeah, man, me I hear Fata. My boy like him now catch a pre. What you say?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, man. You never know with us, man. It's like we might sneak in like Aguero 93rd minute goal, like in the past. You never know with us.
Yeah.
Just keep it low key. Just keep it low key.
exactly. Because we are Chelsea and anything can happen, man.
Yeah, so hold on there. Hold on, let me see what Imran I say quickly. Imran. when someone else is talking, man, you don't cut them out, man.
Hello.
You wait. You need to wait until one person finish talking, then you talk.
Yes.
You hear me? When someone else is talking, man, oh my dog, you know catch it, man. You know catch it. Where I said, so Burke,
Yeah.
what you think? What you think about that? Was the question when I asked about Chelsea being 11 points off Manchester City? What you think?
Well, that 11 points is three wins and a draw. And based on how I see this league is going, it's unpredictable, right? And not saying City is not playing good football, but we all know this is the Premier League, and we are going into a stage where Sheffield need points, West Brom need points, Fulham need points, and it's not going to be easy. So if Chelsea should keep up this consistency of digging out wings and not dropping points, we can be there because remember, we are out of the stage where we were with Lampard. Right now we are in a better stage and we are looking way better and we look more hungrier. We are moving the ball quicker. We look more like a unit. We look more like a team. So anything can happen. And I love Chelsea and I'm not gonna be biased or talk um like I'm crazy, but it's possible because if you look, Liverpool is far off. The Liverpool we know. We are just 1 point behind. Leicester City, we know what they do every season. They're always here until Chelsea say, okay, we are ready for a spot. You know what I'm saying? Manchester United, they are playing good football, but at the end of the day, I don't think their coach have it tactically to keep the second spot. And we are talking about teams like um, Tottenham, um, Chelsea, Leicester City, with good coaches. You know what I'm saying? So right now, as we speak, this top five it's gonna reshuffle. But when it reshuffle, I know Chelsea won't be at 6, 7, or 8, but second or third. So it's a possibility once Chelsea get where Manchester United is based on how City is performing. Anything is possible.
Well, I've wait there before. Let me show you. What? Wait, saying? Someone is saying something. All right, I'm gonna just look quickly at Manchester City round of games that they have coming up. Um, let's see. They have Swansea is a win. We're not gonna look at that's. Oh, that's not even the Prem, but they have Tottenham at the Etihad on Saturday, and then they have Everton on Wednesday, then Arsenal on Sunday.
Oh my God!
Going,
And you gonna
you know, going after the Arsenal game that they have on the 21st of February, the Champions League starts. That's 3 days after when they play Arsenal. So, and after that UEFA game against Mönchengladbach, they have West Ham who are in sixth place who have not lost a game since 2021. So they have won like 7 games and drew one. And Manchester City have them to play, and then after it's going to be the Manchester Derby. So I'm thinking that if we look at that right there, I am 100% sure that Pep will have to rotate players in order to balance out his team to get
exactly?
his team to get through those round of fixtures. So trust me, it's what you guys think about that. Is it possible for Chelsea to capitalize on the round of games that Manchester City have, considering also that we have a set of games to play and also playing Atletico Madrid?
On paper, it should. On paper, we should capitalize on the games around us, and the fact that other teams, like some Man City, gonna have tough run of fixture games, and you never know where they might drop. They might drop 6 points out of 9 at least. You never know, man. It's just like whatever there's an opportunity ahead of us, we gotta take it.
Yeah. Here with me now, we have a Liverpool fan. One of my friends that he supports Liverpool. So before we close off the stream, cause we've been here an hour. Cause I must jump on the Blues fan TV. I'm sure Potter, you're gonna jump on as well too.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump
Um,
off. I'll see you soon. Yeah.
yeah, man. We're just gonna ask my friend now what is his take on how the title race has been shaping and what he thinks Liverpool will have to do to capitalize and get back into this title race. Leeds, what you say to me?
Well, right now, the title is over for Liverpool now, bro. You see me? Oh, title, bro. City gone with the title, you see me? Man, I'm going to title, bro. Can't stop it, bro. You see me? Bro, see if I'm Van Dijk injury, bro, worst score miss injury, but that done for dog. You see, next season again. Chelsea can win the title again. The most they can hope for a top four, you see me? Likewise, Manchester United and Tottenham and Leicester, you see. I see the title, man. For them title lose, and them not lose it, bro, God. You see, my
Well,
friend, but I saw it go.
realistically, logically, we should say,
Yeah,
looking at the table, we can definitely say that Manchester City are without a doubt the
yeah, man.
winner. Looking at it, but this is
No, I wanna say the winners. They are now the
Yeah,
favorites.
yeah,
favorite, favorite,
favorite.
favorite,
Yeah,
Yeah,
favorite.
yeah.
yeah, they well said, Bert. They are the favorites to win the Premier League. Looking at the point standing
Yeah,
and
man,
how
definitely.
good they have been so far. It's 14 games. No, they have won in a row. But I think it's a new record again for so it's clear that they're in position to win the title. But I mean, it's football. You know, from
For
Jamaica,
real.
ball is round.
Anything can happen for real. Real.
You
Drop
you
points
guys
and
needed to be. Eh?
check out them drop points and 3 games straight, you see me? Tired to just open again and see it.
Yeah, but you guys, Liverpool were supposed to do a job today.
No, man, we're all tight, bro. And see that Burnley beat on them side, dog, and Brighton, we had, brother.
Bro, come on,
We,
man. Yo, calm
we.
down, man. Don't tell me say you're out there, bro. You had the leaders today at your house to beat them, to cut the gap,
That's
and
true.
you allowed them
I
to
really
walk
think.
for you.
All right, but look how Liverpool play today, bro. The man them lack confidence, bro. Every time the man them get a ball to play for them, I turn them back, bro. See me, the man confidence play them, you see me? The man believe, bro. See me? Gone from them, bro.
I wanna say they are lacking confidence. I think this Liverpool team is tired, and these players, you can see it on their face. They are very tired. So no matter what they try to do, they're not consistent enough. Like I would say last season, they are
Yeah,
tired.
Vitmess, I'm gonna jump
For
off.
real,
Yeah.
for real, for real, for real.
Potter, I'm so forward. Take care, bro.
Yeah, take care, man.
And thanks for coming on.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
big.
thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. The man them tired for you and clap no one buy nobody, brother. Man them no one buy nobody, brother. Well, you see me, we are Premier League champion and you see me, I win Champions League, and the man no one buy the top baller, bro. Be that ball, the man them want buy. So pep up and Chelsea though. Be a top ball on the buy, brother, and Man U. I be a little unknown ball, the man them want buy, bro. I buy a world class ball on our team, bro. You see me? I don't have
Yeah.
the money can spend, bro. You see it? We know
Well,
what on them, bro.
based on the performance of Liverpool, I must tell you guys thanks because no, we're just a point out of the top four.
Yeah, that man, see the man them watch after we are leading by 7 points last week, bro. Watch it, 1 point, you know. Joke thing, bro.
The gap has
Joke
cut,
thing.
and I must agree with you. I think Jurgen Klopp. I don't know what kind of fairy tale world he's living in, but
Clap triple it, brother.
he has the money, and I know Burke would agree with it. He has the backing of the club. So why doesn't he spend the money to make a statement that Liverpool are not only back for a year or two, they're back
I
for
don't
good.
lie, bro.
It
Bro,
doesn't look that
bro.
way because if I was the club owner and Klopp is doing such a good work with Liverpool, I would give him all the backing that he needs. So it has to be Jurgen Klopp is the problem.
I
The
don't lie.
mistake he made, once your best centre back is out, you should gamble in this transfer market and try get a solid centre back. You're
I don't
trying
lie.
to use even midfielders playing. They will try to fit in, but they are not a natural centre back. So that's
Naturally.
where the problem lies. You know what I mean? So I think Liverpool is gonna finish in top four, but they're gonna have to fight because this is not the Liverpool I once fear. Because right now I wish I have Liverpool to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, everybody want to play with our brother. Everybody want to play with our brother.
yeah,
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 because
man.
I know like half and bro, I play like shit, bro. When I play no ball at all, bro. When I play no ball. Not
yeah,
play
but
Yeah.
no ball, bro.
I agree with you still. But as I was doing the watch along today, man, and watching the game, man, I was very, very disappointed with the game, the style of play, and everything from Liverpool today. Like there was nothing coming from Liverpool. Liverpool, like they just lie down and make Man City run out.
I know like, bro. The man
If we
them
look back at
Alisson.
eh,
Alisson. Look for Alisson. Or Alisson today. The man is him. The man them
All
energy
team
drink, bro.
yeah.
no, but if we look back on the game, Manchester City not do nothing for beat Liverpool,
I know lie, bro. I know lie, brother. I know lie.
Why, really nothing.
Not the ball good. That's all, brother. Not the ball good. That's all them, the brother.
Yo, the man them do not watching the game. The man them all them a do a pass on the ball, which we know them for already. For
Yeah.
pass on the ball.
Right.
You get what I say? But we look on the goal them. Look on the goal them. The first goal, the first goal, Liverpool have about 6 man in the box. And Manchester City only have 2 players in the box.
Yeah.
When name Foden and the goal scorer Gundogan. And man, 2 man in the box of City, And Liverpool have 6 man in the box. And
One man defender, bro.
Gundogan,
Bro, the reason why, bro, because watching a Fabinho and it's not a centre back, bro.
Exactly.
Natural centre back right there, bro. It's him for get the danger, bro. You see me? They would have pick up them man and know it's all right. Pick up the man. They get what I say, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not a dog and Fabinho, bro.
That's where a perfect example. Remember, Pep did that try to can put Fernand Dean around there. And him to say near that work, him that forget 2 natural centre back. And if you look at Dias now and Stones around the place because brother in a them position you need a natural player for your natural position.
Yeah.
See me?
Him go wrong, man. Him go wrong when him. To me, it's only a moral killer as well because you bought 2 centre backs almost 5 days ago.
Bro, and too much pass and don't play another man them.
And you don't use them.
Too much.
So when them play now and make mistake, who for the things that will be? That'll be the
Worse,
money.
bro. That'll be worse, bro.
Yeah.
That'll be even worse, dog. I would done nothing. You see me? But them play the man, them sit down and lose and then play. You see me? And get a feat to the Premier League. You get a master, bro.
Yeah,
Play the Manchester City, brother. And put back Fabinho as a midfield, bro. Put back the man in midfield and put back centre back and put centre back on the field, brother. Brother, man, what's happening, bro?
Yeah.
Dog.
You know who you need to need my midfield, You need Henderson.
A game like today, Fabian.
Anderson not good, brother. Anderson not good. Anderson not good enough.
You don't need Henderson. Just Fabian need Fabian midfield. So Wijnaldum and my boy can go forward more. You understand me? Because Thiago Alcantara is not a defensive player. Wijnaldum is not really a defensive player, but him is a mobility player. Him can defend and attack. He's mostly an attacking player.
Exactly.
You understand what I say? So Klopp had the problem, man. Klopp should have definitely. Yo, Crux, if you're light up, yes, well done. Yeah, if you're light up, blackout. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't take that. I don't know the shifts, man.
Yeah, so in another situation, you can just press the thing, you can just click a little thing. You're supposed to stop cam, just click on stop cam and it's icon. Yeah. See
Yeah, Crux.
Yeah, so when you look on the situation of Liverpool, man, it Klopp depend on the players then, but him for understand say playing against Manchester City. You do it against Brighton and them other little side with them, man. They play City, spread your midfield and use a centre back, them, brother.
That's it, bro. That the man said, bad man.
Brother, City can't hurt you from middle,
You mean, bro? I'm not
They
lying, brother.
can't hurt you from in the midfield because them are do what them do every day. Pass the ball.
Bro, watch your pre now, brother. Watch your pre. Remember, say from a defense now work and the midfield now working, brother. The attack now gonna work, bro. Pre in the bad man, them now work. That can't work. Attack can't work from defense and midfield now work, brother. Them need it, especially the midfield, brother. Midfield after that clip, brother. You see me?
The midfield was trained no put too much pressure upon the midfield because Thiago get a yellow card and them thing they try make tackle.
Yeah, from early, watch it from 5 minutes. See me change oil. You see me oil play, brother.
Yeah. So right there and then now, him not in the game, you know, because I'm afraid of red card.
I don't lie, bro. I really think, brother, him in the game, brother. I really think, bro. You see me? I clap me for bench to make him realize I want him to hear you. I forgot all the bench, you know. You see me? I want him to make him know what time it is. Bench some of the man, them, brother. You get me, bro?
I will be honest with you. Since him come back from injury, he's not been at his best.
I don't lie, bro. Because before the man injury, brother, the man look way different, bro. Way different, brother.
Yo, Barry, welcome, Vaz. Welcome everybody. Thanks for coming in. We're just doing a quick roundup of the game and we're just having a chat with Liverpool supporter about how his team has been.
But right now, I'm a fear Chelsea still. I'm not going around.
Yeah, so looking before we close out the stream, from a Liverpool fan perspective, where you see Chelsea finishing?
Yeah, man, I finished the top four, dog.
Chelsea getting the top four.
A good thing, brother. I go into the sign Tuchel. That's nothing. You're saving the season. Come on, I cannot say when I play different, brother. Even when Sheffield score, brother, I know I never score, brother. But Tuchel play, dog. And see the man they would so one thing I like about Tuchel, he makes substitute early. Not afraid to take a man from early. You get me? I say, bro.
Yeah.
All of him Yeah, dog.
Once
I change him, brother. Him at the right time, dog. If no one from the change him, I don't like about him, brother. You see me, and Chelsea have only for options too. That was unto that. You see me, I have enough options, bro. You see me? I'm just in the defense we need for strengthen our lick, you see me? That's all, bro. Just in the defense if you strengthen our lick and you're good, bro.
Yeah, but if
I'm feel like we need a winger too. We need a winger. Our next Hazard.
No, but me see a rumor go around say Hazard will come back at Chelsea in the summer, you know.
Yo, right now, I would love that. Right now.
See the seat, bro. Can I see it too?
Yeah, me see it, man. Me see it. But you know, when I run the room, man, certain man say it when I really run with it in it. You see me?
Yeah, for real. Because a 50 million, them are saying, we are getting back for 50 mil. But,
boy, brother, if I ever 8, would I spend it?
Brother, Hazard at Chelsea different. No matter where a man I say, if the man they come back at Chelsea right now, it's gonna be a different Chelsea, different. You understand? Worse. Imagine you wanna play behind the striker, them man can right now, you know, and he would play wing it.
No, is the time. Hazard,
Hazard a problem.
Oh, you mean if we get back Hazard, brother, it's a massacre. Massacre. Because right now with all Tuchel play, that the man want a number 10 in a natural 10 in
the man, yo. The man real Werner, the man to the goals will come for Werner. I'm not a bench Werner, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not play Werner, bro. I'm not a bench Werner.
Brother, me would have bench Werner either.
True, you can't bench Werner top baller, brother.
Today him play good, you know, and me nah lie, you know. Him injured, you know. I think him injured, you know. Yeah, man, he look like him injured, man.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm pulling, man.
That's why I'm taking him off, man. So, we're not sure. A good thing, wait, the next match Chelsea I play before, we could look what
Thursday, man.
Yo, Thursday FA Cup.
Yeah.
Hold on, Archie. You need to connect your microphone and your camera if you want to join, bro. Hold on, let me see what I go on because you know them thing are vital thing, you know. So we have Barnsley Thursday, and then after that we have Newcastle at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday, on Monday, and then Southampton away. So it's a tricky pictures these, you know, because Newcastle have win back to back. Newcastle they
back to back. Away kind of tricky, but they gonna win that. At the Southampton away are kind of tricky game.
Yeah, man, Newcastle at home is a tricky one, but we can win it. But as well as say, Southampton are the more unpredictable.
Yeah. It's a more harder match than Newcastle at home.
But see the match, Burke, that match, Man U after the Atletico Madrid match.
What want to quell them? Want to quell them?
Brother, I tell you what after that match. Yes, that match I take a boy along to the coaches them. I mean, no Tuchel can get the best of Solskjaer.
Yo,
the man beat Solskjaer over there, man.
Hold on there. Before me even say nothing more, I have a little bridge I got to add to the stream still. a good little youth, you know, but him have a little what me I say now, a little learning disability. So we take time with him.
Yeah,
We
man.
Or him gone again. Anyway, all this. Um alright, hold on there. Up the chill. We must have go through them. Yeah, man. Up the Chelsea, man. Thanks for coming in, guys. Remember, if you guys have not liked the stream as yet, please like the stream. And if you have not subscribe, if you're enjoying the vibe and the content, please do so. But I mean, I wanted to hear what Archie has to say, but he has not connected his microphone. He's a Everton fan also, so it would be good to hear what he has to say with Everton, knowing that a Liverpool fan is here as well. But his microphone is not connected. But back to what we were saying, looking at these games for Chelsea, man, coming up. What do you think about the Manchester United game, man, Burke?
honestly, you know when it come on to Manchester United, sometimes I don't even like to hear the name. So honestly, we just want the best 11 and the best performance because they are playing some good football, but I don't see where they
I
are
don't
very hard to
know.
beat.
Yeah, I agree with you. They have spells of good football, but
I'm not
if
lie.
you can, if
And the
Man
best
U,
of them,
man,
the man who buck with them there, and them can't go no further than them buck, And the best of them, When I see the best of Chelsea and best of Tuchel, brother. Better the best of Man U that brother, them buck. See them buck. I
True.
buck them buck, bro. Them can't go no further, brother. Buck them buck, brother.
I
Man,
would agree.
buck gonna try and lose, bro. Are the best of them that man, brother. Them not me further for go, bro.
yeah, but you see, as well, I was talking to some of my other Chelsea brethren them on the Blues Fan TV. You see, Manchester United, the personality of the players can save them. The,
Yeah.
the, the manager is lacking tactics, but they have individual players that can come up with something spectacular. Like so, that's the thing. Because if you look at it, we're definitely going to need Thiago Silva back before we play Manchester United. Because if we don't have Silva for that game, Edison Cavani is going to have lunchtime at that defense if he's the one playing. Because for one, Chelsea is not
So I'm
good
the
in
silver
the game.
bit here.
Eh?
From the silver, I'm injured.
Yes, him injured from the who played before Sheffield.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, Tottenham match. Yeah, him injured in a Tottenham game. So
Mm.
he won't be. I'm not sure how long it will take for him to come back, but we are gonna need him for that because Edison Cavani is going to eat up our defense with him physical and his aerial threat.
Exactly.
Yeah. Laptop
So
is so that enough it.
what you say?
Laptop so that so flip me go flick off.
Yeah, man. I say a word, man. Killian, why pre?
Up in a Jedi.
Yeah, brother. Bless up, bless up.
Yeah, best up in the berg. And what thing going on, G?
All right, my fam.
Yeah, man, G.
Yeah, so Burke, what me I say now, we can close it off now still.
No problem, man.
So any last words you guys want to add to the stream before we go? Well, Chelsea.
Well, we just want the coach to continue to do his best because honestly, we are doing very well with and without the ball. If you realize, Chelsea with the ball, we are moving it very quickly, precisely, and without the ball, we look very hungry. Getting back the ball. So honestly, for the next, I would say 4 or 5 games, I see Chelsea coming out very strong, and if we should play like how we played the last 3 games, trust me, we're gonna come out victorious. So all those Leicester, Manchester United, Liverpool, they just need to look out. We are coming back in full effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Archie, what you saying, man? You need to connect your mic, man. What you saying?
What's up?
Yeah, I'm okay, man. What how is Everton doing?
All right. think this club needs to do well. I think Everton needs to do well. I think they need to dominate. The game.
Well, I must commend you on that point that you took from Manchester United yesterday. Very well done to Everton for getting that
Thank you.
last minute equalizer from Calvert-Lewin. So thank
Yeah.
you for that, man.
Yeah. I think Everton needs to get new signees in. Got Alan out. I think the rest of the squad needs to do well this season. For the club.
So wait, before, because you came a bit too late because I was ending the stream, but before I go, I'm just going to ask you where you think Everton will finish in the Premier League, and where you think Chelsea will finish in the Premier League.
I think Everton will finish 5th this season. I think Chelsea will go above Man United to win the Premier League this season. I think we will win it.
You think Chelsea will win the Premier League?
Yeah. Well.
Well, thanks for those words. I mean, next time you get on earlier, and always remember to turn your microphone on, because that's why I could not add you, because it said your device was not connected.
Yeah.
So next time you know what to do. So next time you can jump on, and maybe I will do it like this for the Chelsea versus Everton Burke. So if you're not at work, instead of me doing my normal setup, I can do it like this, so we can watch the game like this.
Yeah.
All right. So thank everyone who came out today to support the stream, and big up my panel, Burke and Archie RKO, and everyone else that passed by. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys again next time.
Up.